Well, Chainsaw Man episode 9 and holy fight scene, Batman. I don't know, man.
I'm sold.
No, you know what? I needed more of that. I get it. It was probably super pricey to make, like the fight scene.
Yeah.
And I was just watching that. I'm like, then it cut away. I'm like, and then it cuts back, and we don't see any more of it. I'm like, my God. Like, I wanted to see them clashing. Like,
you talking about the Katana Devil and Denji?
Yeah.
Okay.
I really
just
did.
like, let's paint a picture, okay? Hamino is laying there. It's got her, I'll call it her OST. It's that really quiet song that plays in the background. You can feel it's got ambiance. It's got, like, emotion behind it. Mean? Like, just like layers of depth, right? Okay. Like, it's just so heavy. She and Aki are sharing a moment.
Right, because we jumped back.
Yes. We're at the fight again that we left off last episode. And you just, like, they let you sit in that for a moment because she's about to die.
Right.
Then she dies.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, the Ghost Devil does something where it goes over and starts Denji. Is like, I guess that was the last thing she asked.
And you could tell that was like her last.
Yep. Then Denji gets up. He says he goes to a monologue, and like you hear like this beat in the background. It's like this metal song that's like slowly starting.
And I was listening. I was like, this shit's badass.
We are not at the fucking like beginning credits yet. And then Denji goes up and he goes to slice. And by the time it's introducing the show and the intro's going
right, so the
my
intro
God
intruded on my watching experience.
It did.
But
I hated to see it.
It was. And I knew that you were going to say something about that music and scene, so that's why I listened to it. I did. And I was like, all right, this is... And I could have took like probably 4 or 5 minutes, a third of the episode of just that song and them just fighting. Yep. With nothing getting accomplished, I was perfectly fine with it. Because then you could have just ended it the way they did. Obviously, like, he didn't do the greatest, but the Katana Devil did end up winning. But
he did say I was going to slice him in half, and that's exactly what he did.
Damn if he didn't.
Yep. But then that was fine if that was all it was.
Right.
Except it wasn't. It was just the bombshell that Makima is God. I guess.
Okay, you thought that too?
No, I'm joking.
Oh no, I didn't. I think she's not a devil. She's because in the world of devil, what is the opposite of devil? That's God. So that's what I thought. She's not even a devil or like a hunter like that. She is now.
Oh, so you think it operates in the opposite by sense. God? So there's angels,
correct,
or just God?
I don't know. Some religious.
So the opposite of devils is you
correct.
Think,
whatever the opposite, because when she was asking for the things that she wanted, like the inmates who have life sentences, which how willingly they gave, which we should do.
Okay.
But and then you go to the highest temple, the highest altitude. I'm like, all right, so this is kind of strange. And these new people that are replacing everybody that was killed got her all these things. And she, from wherever, like obviously, you know, in my head, they were across the world, but in reality, they were just right down the street.
Mm-hmm.
But she was summoning whatever was literally just crushing these people.
So I have a different theory.
Okay.
I'm trying to think about...
So she's not the gun devil. That's what we've established at this point.
I think that she has a contract with death. And I think that... I don't know. So the only thing I don't know was the temple where... I think it was just seclusion.
Any temple.
Where someone
correct.
couldn't
and you had
spy.
To be higher.
That's what I thought.
Correct.
But I think... So every devil has a consequence and a price.
Right.
I think that she can have someone willingly speak the name of someone that she wants to kill.
Yep.
But they have to sacrifice themselves.
And do you think they knew that?
So I think no. But the devil knows it. So she has to, like, the reason why she wanted death row inmates to me is because she wanted to feel the less guilt as possible.
Correct. They were going to die anyway.
Sacrifice for the price that the devil charges her.
It's not like you're going to the preschool picking up like, hey, give me that lot right there.
Yeah, or anyone else. Like if it was random, I don't know if she would do it. But I think it's the death devil, and the contract is you can kill whoever you want, but then you have to also sacrifice someone.
And she lives through a gunshot to the head.
Yeah, because I don't think...
She's not human anymore. She's
like
a mix.
No, I think in the contract, Death said, I just will allow you never to die.
Okay. Dude, at this point, when she came out the train just bloody...
I told you she wasn't dead.
She was ripping her... Of course she wasn't dead. Half these people ain't going to be dead.
Oh, Power did run off with Aki. I don't know if you caught that. It didn't show it on screen, but he was also gone, and so was she. So
when it started happening?
She grabbed him. Well, the Katana Devil did say
came?
That the Fiend had... escaped.
Right.
But she took Aki because Aki wasn't in the scene anymore.
And then what happened? Our sex worker.
Our
sex worker came and fucking blew it away, man.
So
whatever her ability is, it's wild.
the anxiety devil. I have no idea.
But she becomes something ridiculous because her partner saved her, which was good on him. And was that a grandma with the gun?
It was
an old man.
It was a grandmother.
Couldn't tell.
Yeah. Grandma with the strap.
Grandma with the strap. So that guy did well because he was going to die anyway. So bravo to him. And then she just switched on a light or something in her head, and like it reminded me of Zenitsu.
So completely useless in a but he gets in a flow state, or she
That's
gets
it.
in a flow state.
Something happens, and then you become like, oh, let me run up this snake. Let me just jump over here. Let me do this. Let me kill everybody.
In that moment, she was better than Denji.
Yep.
She was better than Aki.
Yep.
With the cursed sword.
Yep. And she had a kitchen knife. She had a knife
That's
I
crazy.
could walk up and get.
So she's got like reflexes like that you can't
Yeah,
even track.
like her speed and her ability. I'm interested. I would like. Okay, I still haven't realized how many episodes are left in this season. I need a lot more explained. I need her, and I don't know her name, and because she was dead to me up till the last.
Was it a Kobe? Maybe. I might be completely
Yeah,
off base.
and I don't want to even guess because she was dead up till the last minute of the episode.
I like that they brought her back, and it was she didn't just die. She's actually really strong and got lucky because she could have just died.
All right,
But if she is in the right moment and state of mind, she's extremely powerful.
it's quick, strong.
But she quit. So did the assistants to Maki, because they just see how real things got, and you're seeing now regular people going, okay.
Oh, the dude that
I'll
gave her all the
probably just
power.
leave if I back off.
Yeah, the one
right?
that gave her all the power at the company.
Yes.
Was like, you need to. We're combining teams 1, 2, 3, 4, and
Yep.
here's my resignation. I'm like, okay.
This episode was incredible.
So what's it going to be? Is just Makima and Denji and Aki,
and Power,
our group.
and I'm sure there's going to be more. Like all the divisions didn't leave; he did. So we're going to be introduced to more.
I hope, and I was really hoping that the people that, because they had to be blindfolded at the top of the temple, and I thought that was cool because you can't see what's happening, and it wasn't
love that
it wasn't a
she keeps
pleasant kill. It was
No,
gruesome.
for them it was.
No, I'm saying like those, like it wasn't a nice. Like,
She has like a
peaceful
pressure
death.
technique where she could just manipulate.
Yep.
Just
Then I
spat.
thought like maybe gravity.
I thought gravity too. That was my second guess.
Yeah.
I'll show you my text messages because I
'Cause
promise that was my other
It was
guess.
either I'm thinking God or reverse of devil, or
Gravity.
Then I thought gravity. I was like, but are we really? Or just fat people are afraid of gravity because they're just heavier on them.
No, I think anybody is afraid of gravity who's up high. Like the fear of heights is the fear of gravity.
Okay. I like it.
Yeah, like the only reason you're afraid of being up that high is because gravity will destroy you. And
Yeah, because if you could just jump and float, it'd be perfectly
and
fine.
in the ocean, how it like magnifies gravity, where the
'cause,
deeper
like,
you go,
my
the
gravity
more.
is different than your gravity.
And I also have a guess that the reason why Katana Devil and our Snake Girl didn't die is because Aki's still trying to save them from the road they're traveling.
Aki is
Makima is trying to save these two because I would imagine they were devil hunters that all of a sudden went astray, and they started thinking they could do better on their own, and somehow they hated the organization. So they're like, there's this opposite group to rival the main group because they communicated the same way. They had affection for each other. She didn't want to leave him behind after he almost got killed by our
Katana
sex
Devil
worker.
didn't care about the buddy because he just cut him in
Well, because
half.
he wasn't one of his comrades. She was, though, because they share that bond of having the
And
connection
does she have
with
to
the devils.
sacrifice something?
Yes, her fingernails.
That's what I thought.
Yep. And I'm guessing maybe it's like if you use it too many times before it regrows, you die? I don't know. There's always this trump card that if you do it too much, you will succumb to whatever the contract limits are.
I thought it was pretty cool because it's another animal-like being, like
Yep.
the fox devil.
Yep. I'm loving this show so much. At this point,
I just wanted more of the
fuck me.
fight scene.
This anime, I get what the hype was for. I can only imagine reading the manga and being like, my God, could you imagine if this was animated?
You know what hurts my feelings, though? Is knowing that he's 16 years old.
Why?
I don't know.
You know how I feel about that, though. All
you
anime
like all this, like,
should be
middle
like
school
older. Like
anime.
no. They should be older. I hate the fact that
Right,
it's all
they
kids.
should be older.
Yeah,
like I don't think...
What's wrong with 22?
Why do we... Obviously, this anime is not created for children. Why do we as adults
This
in
chief among
TVMA do we have to watch teenagers
Right.
become
To be
more
fair,
than what they should be?
He's the only one, to be fair.
Well, yes, but that's
So-
in every... Like, I don't know. It's just... I don't know. It was just
It is
the
a
only
pet
weird
peeve of mine
thing.
as well. I would
Yeah.
like in like
Make him 22?
huge shows like
20?
this, like blockbuster anime.
Yeah.
Can we make them about mid-20s?
Like,
Can you
when
discover
you're-
yourself in 34?
When you've had
like,
sex, you've eaten food, like
Exactly.
you've done things that,
Yeah.
that this guy
But
obviously hasn't.
But this is it's telling like his specific story, and I'm okay
It's
with
true.
that. And it's
Alright.
not like a high school. You know what I mean? So
No, because you're too wild to be in a
because I
high
usually
school.
feel the same way you feel.
Yeah, I just feel sometimes I'm a little weirded out by it because, like, we were watching a sex scene almost with a 16-year-old.
Yeah.
We're doing all these things. We're watching him kiss things that are far above the legal age that
Well,
it should
and
be.
to be fair, the show pointed that out.
He grabbed what?
The show pointed that out about
Yeah,
the
with-
fact that it was illegal.
Yeah, but I'm
because-
talking about Power. Does Fiends work on a different age span?
I don't know
here?
how old Power
Like,
is.
Groped her up on the toilet.
How old is Power?
Not 16.
No,
Well, I don't know.
that's that criticism is like a grain of
Oh,
sand
yeah.
in the ocean to what this
I
show
forget
is.
about it like most of the time, but sometimes it becomes like, okay, well, remember he's a child, like literal child.
Yeah.
That doesn't know anything. That's lived in a shed and worked for the Yakuza for
And
his
it's
entire
worse
life.
than that. He has had no life experience.
Right.
So he's almost like a 7-year-old, right?
I would say.
Discovers his dick. He's like, my
Yeah,
God.
my God, and then you never let go
That's
of that
basically
thing until
Deji.
you die.
He's like the 17. Yeah, right. You grip it until you die.
You just hold on.
Yeah. I thought this episode was better
It
than
was
last
great.
episode. I just
Yeah.
cannot wait for 7 days and 15 more minutes.
Honestly,
take.
it was. Although this one felt a little longer because I think they gapped it out a little bit, and they also took us back a little bit to the last episode.
They ended it later than they usually do.
Right, it felt longer.
And the outro, by the way, I watched this one. Fantastic.
I did not
The
watch
song was great. The imagery was great. It was fantastic.
This episode was great.
I don't know what
scenes.
else to say.
They need
I
do
look
better
forward to
fight
this. I didn't even want to text you if you watched it, but I had to know just to know that we
Oh
were.
yeah. No,
I wasn't
I
alone.
watched it yesterday.
It was fantastic.
Yeah, I had to watch
I can't wait to see how this ends up finishing. But
And by next time we do this, can we find out how many episodes there are?
yeah, we're definitely gonna. We owe it to you to find out how many weeks we get to do
We
this.
come
for.
back with the same damn question every week.
Yeah.
It's like, I don't know.
As always, guys, like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know how you thought about the episode in the comments below, and we will see you next week for episode 10.